Well, you just got the feeling as well in race 1 when Marcus Ambrose, massive impact from Cameron McConville upside down.
That'll be a start. The car
That's down at turn 4, which is the old turn 2 at the bottom of the hill down there, so it's tripped over in a big way.
Well, it's caught out Jason Richards, it's caught out Tony Longhurst, and now poor old Cameron McConville.
I want to try and get it up right in case the thing catches fire. Oh no, it's okay. That's good.
Safety car is on the circuit. The SC boards and the yellow flags waving furiously. Good to see Cam getting out okay.
That's the only trouble with that really soft stand stuff, because basically the car sticks 2 wheels and it goes sideways and he just flips it straight over.
What happens? We'll see what happens here.
Well, he's run wide. Oh, he's just pitched it into the sand. Watch this. Just dug in.
And that's what...
Oh, no, on the fence. Very gentle rollover.
Why did that start, though? I'm not totally clear on...
Yeah, it started very early.
Yeah, did he get out there on his own, or did he get a helping hand?
No, there was no contact with any other car. He just ran offline and... Shell Helix camera takes you aboard as Johnson looks for a run down the outside of Faulkner on this first desperate lap.
Faulkner, he's gone! You were riding with Dick Johnson when that happened, and Faulkner has just gone off the track on the Dunlop straight sideways at a very high speed.
Well, also to miss an accident, Greg Murphy has spun out also. That's 2 times in the first lap.
Look at the amount of mud on the infield from that rain yesterday. Still very boggy offline. That contact between Dick Johnson and John Faulkner. Murphy's come off as well. Faulkner now trying to get back onto the track. Let's look at this on the Shell Helix replay. Faulkner moving across and bang! Johnson just held his line. And Faulkner's gone for a huge lose right across the infield.
Well, he was lucky. Oh, how lucky were those marshals, the officials, as he may have just made the slightest bit of contact. I don't think he did, though. His boot came up. Longhurst went off as well, and so too did Murphy.
Well, Bright stalled off the grid. Winterbottom's going to have to go around him. It means it will be 3 wide into turn 1. James Courtney's ready to pounce as well, and they make a little bit of contact. But the Pepsi Max Ford of Mark Winterbottom goes through, and straight off a Fujitsu GRM car of Alex Bremer. A big crash involving Russell Ingall and Alex Davison of Whincup. Damage all round. Jamie Whincup. Smoke pouring out the side of car number 1, the Red Bull Commodore. The front there on the right is broken. Mark Dutton.
Copy that. Any steering? Is it steering gone before info?
Russell, you okay, mate?
There's the enforcer.
Car 2's got a lot of damage also. Garth Tander was involved in that.
Look at this.
Chaos in the middle of the paddock.
See, one of the Nissans was off the road as well, which also squeezed Lowndes out wide. But see how Alex has had to lift off. Alex has lifted off, and that's had Jamie into the back of him because he can see the GRM car coming out of the paddock.
We're underway for race 2, and more even start this time, but Jason Bright holds on. Let's see how they go through turn 1. Will there be carnage and chaos like there normally is? They go through this time side by side, not 3 wide, and that's why everybody gets through. Bright leads him up the hill onto turn 3. Oh, Faulkner, big time! John Faulkner, big time into the wall.
Fortunately, there's some tyres down there against the concrete, so he didn't take the full brunt of that impact, concrete to metal, but it was still a very hard hit. Look at the damage on the Dynapack Commodore. He may well have a safety car straight away.
And a big spin involving Mark Larkham. I think Paul Morris is involved in that one.
Glenn Seaton.
And Glenn Seaton there, Cameron McLean as well. They're going cross-country to get back onto the track. You think if they get through turn 1 and turn 2, everything's okay, but it didn't turn out that way. There's Cameron McLean.
Oh, Craig Lowndes, look, he's cut a tyre.
Yep.
He went off
left
as a result of that incident.
Okay, we're on board with Craig Lowndes. We'll see what happens to him. This is the result of an incident with Glenn Seaton. You can see the trouble that would have come from the front left, and Team Kiwi of Jason Richards got caught up in that mess as well. And by now, Craig Lowndes is thinking, what do I have to do to get a result at Winton? Watch John Faulkner on the right-hand side of your screen. Absolutely T-bones the wall. Oh, that's got to hurt.
Yeah, that was a big hit. He'd be grateful the tyres are down there. Nintendo replay tells the story.
Not quite the sort of pace, though, of those top three.
Yeah, good fight back, though, from a disappointing qualifying, being in 4th place.
Then there was drama. Turn 11 became an instant car park, and Chris Alajarjan ended up going over on his side in the Pro Technica Commodore. Brett Hobson, Jonathan Webb, Jay Vernick, pretty much half the field came to grief here.
Yeah, it looked like a parking lot down there, and just a gentle roll on the side there for Chris. He looks fine as the marshals check him over.
Dick Johnson, Steve Johnson and Glenn Seaton, that is your top 10. Romano on the inside of Tander.
Boy, Mark Larkham going to follow through. It's going to be tight here.
Oh,
and he's
contact.
going around. Tander. Oh, Larkham.
Got sandwiched.
Nowhere to go.
Completely airborne. All 4 wheels off the ground as he got the squeeze between those 2 cars. Boy, oh boy.
That's Larkham right at the back of the pack. Look, he's carrying a lot of dirt that's been scooped up in the front spoiler.
I wouldn't be surprised if that car's pretty damaged underneath, Greg.
The steering especially, I think, might have been damaged in that one. I mean, Tander sort of closed the gap, didn't give enough room, and really, ooh, that's a hard one to call again, but he had nowhere to go then. He saw the Commodore coming back in front of him, nowhere, and Cruncho. Terry Finnegan on the outside of them both.
Did get airborne too. That ripple strip helped that, didn't it? They all of it. Here's a different angle.
Real domino effect, wasn't it? You watch when Larkham, he goes off to the other side, and there's Finnegan coming around, and oof, now Finnegan gets
right off the ground. The whole thing jumped right off the ground.
Anthony Tratt lucky to squeeze through that, and he damaged there too, but Larkham's car, that took a pretty hard hit.
There's one very fast red car moving through as James Courtney has a look on the inside. This is one of the super cheap cars of Cam McConville.
This is up towards...
Oh dear, and Lee Holdsworth, big impact, front and rear. Cam McConville still out there spinning around on the grass.
This will be a full course yellow safety car will be deployed for this one for certain. That's a lot of damage on Lee's car. I can see him moving in the cockpit. Rear of the car is a heck of a mess, and it's nosed up in the wall there, and McConville was off as well. He was 7th, obviously stepped off the group. McConville's down there on the exit of turn 7.
Okay, buddy, are you okay?
Oh, that's major damage.
And remember, this team just went through a monster rebuild for Dean Canto's car after New Zealand. Gary Rogers and his crew will be heartbroken.
Recovery team's gone into place. What happened? Well, that's what it's all about.
That's right.
So
you watch this again.
Yeah, this is Lee Holdsworth going in.
He's in the middle of screen at the moment, moving to the left of screen. Focus on the left rear tyre, and you'll see that slowly but surely he finds himself at a turn-in point where he's got the loaded side of the car on the white line.
Right there.
See how far to the left he is? Too far. Look at the dirt starting to fly. He turns in. Yeah. There's no grip on the dirt and the paint, and away he goes.
You see he's on the brake there too, so...
Oh, Blanchard. Big move here. Blanchard. Sideways. Look at him go. Oh, it goes again. And Russell backwards off at turn 4. Into the stand and out of the race. Blanchard makes the dive at turn 3. There's a touch here. He's up on the curb in the wobbly stuff, and they touch again. He never really recovers exiting turn 3.
Good start by Winterbottom. Reynolds not so great off the line. Looks like Rick Kelly's had a good one in the Nissan, and he is fighting, in fact, for 2nd place. Kelly will hold it. So Rick Kelly up to 2nd place, but look at the drama back here. Both of the Holden Racing Team entries off at turn 1, along with Holdsworth, who's in the Walkinshaw stable now. Andre Heimgartner. Man, it's all happening.
He's been fired into the exit area of the old pit lane. Look towards the back of the pack, but well, suddenly one of the HRT cars, and it was Tander, emerges backwards. Look on the right side of screen.
Oh no.
I think both the HRT cars actually made contact. It might be that Courtney's hit Tander.
Now, is the sunlight an issue there or something? That was a big lunge, wasn't it? Very deep.
I reckon James is on the dirty side of the road. He can't stop it. He has, in fact, tagged Garth Tander, and that skittled the pack, sent James Moffat and Lee Holdsworth out.